I was having a pretty peaceful night last night, digging in my butt twin, talking to the boys, eating a tuna sandwich with my favorite honkies, whilst casually playing one of my favorite indie games at the moment. And unbeknownst to me, while I'm having the time of my life, I stumbled across one of the hardest achievements to get in Day of the Shell. After sniffing the poop off my fingers and ending a call with the boys, I decided that it would probably be a fantastic idea to do a walkthrough of this game. You see, Day of the Shell is a phenomenal turn-based tactics strategy game that thrives off its simplicity. And although I have struggled to defeat this roguelite, play after play after play, it was about 5 hours in that I defeated the final boss for the first time, doing so without taking any damage. So, without further ado, let me show you how to scale what I call the seismic booty clap build. I'm going to talk to you like you've never played this game before. All you need to know is that the shotgun deals critical hit damage when you're close to someone. Go figure. And item 1 that we are going to get for seismic booty clap is called Unfair Duel. This will also give us a shield at close range to enemies. Now I'm going to get in someone's face, and I'm going to be able to completely prevent an instance of damage, which is very significant given I only have 5 hearts. Now, what really sucks about enemies with guns is that they tend to shoot back, but I have a solution for this. See, the second item in the shop that we pick up is called Ring of Rampage, and that gives us an additional turn after killing an enemy. See, normally I would shoot someone in the face and then their friends would go, "No, my best friend!" and then they would shoot back. But with this addition to Seismic Booty Clap, we are able to shoot someone in the face, then everyone else stands perfectly still, and then we get to do whatever we want for a whole other turn, which we typically use to move around the map. Also, in case if you guys are wondering, I have sped up the gameplay because I do use a lot of thinkies in my head noggin to actually have tactical strategy, and I'm showing the parts that really show off the gameplay. No cap, on God, for real, this game was like an hour and a half long, and to condense it into 10 minutes, I want to show you guys all the key aspects of scaling the build with the gameplay that shows off the playstyle. So, item number 2, in case you missed it, is called the Orb of Endurance, and it lets me keep my shield for an additional 2 turns after I get it. So on the off chance you're walking down the street and you see me and then you see the shield and you realize I'm running Seismic Booty Clap and you run away because that's the natural thing to do when I'm about to pull out a 9.0 earthquake on the Richter scale, I still get to keep the shield, which is really nice because shields are cool and I like them. Okie dokie, folks. So at this point, this is when I knew the build was gonna start cooking. I stumbled across a relic called Terror Cloak, which looks like a knockoff Harry Potter movie prop, but what it does is while I'm in a shield, it gives me plus 10 damage. And for reference, you have 5 hearts, and regular gunslingers also have 5 health, so 10 damage is twice the damage of a regular enemy on the first floor. So now what happens, POV, you're at the mall with your wife and 3 kids, and I pull up. I get right in your face. I get a shield, you can't hurt me. Then, instead of shooting you with 1 shotgun, I shoot you with like 20 shotguns. Your whole family sits there and freezes in fear. But psych, I have Rampage Ring so they can't move. Wife, shotgun. Kids, shotgun. Everyone's dead, and I have unlimited turns. And now there's 4 dead people in the middle of the mall, and the cops are here, and they're trying to arrest me. But cop pulls up, shield, shotgun. I pull in the cop car. I'm driving away. I crash the cop car because in this scenario, I don't have a driver's license. What? And then I die. But I don't die because I actually won the run. And while I was slaying you and your family at the mall, I picked up 2 more power-ups. Number 1 is lightning fast. I get plus 2 movement, which is 2 additional spaces after I defeat an exposed enemy. See, most enemies try to hide, but when I'm all up in your grill sniffing your cheeks 1 tile away, you're exposed as hell, which means that I get to destroy you and then run a 5k to find someone else. Oh, you think you're like too far away? Oh, use a shotgun, you can't hit me, that's a close range gun. Psych, I'm right there. Number 2 is Unstable Fury. The worst thing in life when going against seismic booty clap is when you have a shield. Because why stop the inevitable? You're not the Avengers, and I'm freaking Thanos. But unstable fury solves the problems of shields. See, shields prevent any one source of damage. So when I have 10 trillion damage coming towards your butt cheeks and you want to block it, you can. But now, when I pull up to your face, I get a shield and you get a lightning bolt. The lightning bolt's only 3 damage, but it gets rid of the whole shield. So now your shield's gone and I'm clapping your cheeks. Also, while you're listening to this fire commentary, can we just take a moment to appreciate the fact that I'm running through these 5 cronies in the boss fight like 5 gushers in the gusher bag? I eat those shits like crazy. You can't tell me you don't love the way they gush in your mouth. Also, this is the moment I realized that I was one-shotting bosses and this was totally gonna be a tuber. Alright, so I'm walking down the street, killed a bunch of locals at the mall, and now I got a ton of money. So I go and I hit up the shop, and the 2 things I got are the Necklace of Storms and the Pendant of Thunder. One of them gives me lightning damage, and the other one lets me chain my lightning. So now picture this. You're at the mall, wife and 3 kids. I pull up, right in your face, shield goes up, lightning hits you, and then it chains onto everyone else. Your wife is like, ow, that hurts, and your kid's like, and then your boy got Tiara of Thunder. Call me little lightning princess. Now, whenever you shoot your shot and you miss, cause you always will, you also get struck by lightning. So now, I pull up, lightning. You fight back, lightning. You're in the same room as the lightning, even more lightning. Also, low-key, if you made it this far in the video, do me a favor and subscribe. I am a total dumb McIdiot face bozo. I love making goofy videos. I love reviewing indie games and playing shooters. If you caught the vibes and you want to keep me in your heart forever and ever and ever, hit the button. And if you want to join the Goon Cave, my Discord link is in the description below.
Love me, please.
Okay, straight up, the boss fight was pretty boring, but here's a clip of me one-shotting him. Boop! And moving on. Alright, so now we have hit stage 3. We have now entered Spooky Town. It's getting really spoopy up in this place. The big difference between enemies in level 3 and 1 and 2 is that they have a lot more lingering mechanics that take extra turns to deal with. The gunslingers will fire 2 shots instead of 1, have more health, and when they die, they turn into a pile of bones on the ground, like spooky bones. If you don't deal with those bones in a couple turns, then they'll spawn right back up at full health. The mortar little bitches now don't just have an explosion, it's like a Molotov that lingles. That lingles? The mortar guys now don't just have an explosive, but it's now like a Molotov, a spooky Molotov, full of ghost jizz and bad vibes. So the last major perk I will be buying is explosive bullets, which explode after you hit a critical hit, and every shotgun blast close range is a critical hit. So picture this, you're at the mall. Okay, but for real, what this does is for the enemies with the lingering bones, the explosive hit happens after they die, which deals the 5 to 10 damage to the bones, which means that you don't have to waste a turn to pick up the excrement of the enemies so that they don't respawn. Really nice. The last big item that we're going to pick up is called Talisman of Destruction. It gives +2 tile blast radius, which is one way, which is 4 tiles in diameter if you're thinking about circles and shit, and that's like 8 total. It looks massive. It is absolutely huge explosions. They are so awesome, and I honestly did it because I just thought it'd be cool and funny. But now we have chain damage before we deal damage to a target, and then we have explosion damage after we deal damage to a target. And that's basically the full build. Now we get to check out the boss fight. Now the boss fight isn't awesome because it looks intense. In fact, I probably would have one-shot him if he didn't have 3 stages, so I'm gonna have an epic montage for you. You ready? Bing bang bop, boom bang bop, bing bang boom. And he's dead. Alright, we've made it to the end of the video. If you have made it this far, comment down below, huffing that good scrum diddly umptious from Athmoth, the god of optic booty claps. Shout out to my dead dog Brady. He was a good boy. If you wanna shout out your dead dog, go ahead and post him in the Discord with no context. Freak all of my friends out. That would be hilarious. and subscribe. It's been a pleasure having you, and I hope you have a fantastic evening tonight. Toodles!